Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So, from amigurumi to weaving and anything in between, if you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. Please excuse my stuffy sound. I'm at the tail end of a cold, and it has all gone to my sinuses. So, I apologize. This is another episode of Coffee with Kim. So I just wanted to stop by, say hello, and see what everybody's up to. So I have started a new craft. So on my channel, Karen, had sent me a beautiful, and I have it set here somewhere for special keeping, and I don't know where I set it. But they sent me this beautiful piece of craft. Hold on, I'm looking for it because now I want it. Here it is. Okay. I got to find another spot for it, Karen. Don't think I forgot about it. It's in my box to put things away. But Karen sent me this, okay? And now looking at it, I'm a little ashamed of what I'm working on, but bear with me. So, Karen made me this beautiful box. And yes, I'm judging your work now because now I'm learning. And your work is absolutely perfect. And then there's mine. So I have decided I wanted to start doing this. And so I bought a bunch of the plastic at a thrift store. And then I said to myself, well, you know what? I have a brand new grandson and Easter's coming. So why don't I make him an Easter basket? It's perfect. Sorry, I'm looking at there we go. That's better. So I'm making him an Easter basket because I can't just hop into, hey, why don't I just try something? I will never get this good. Ever, ever, ever. But, and excuse me, I'll try not to snuffle too much. It's annoying, I know. So I have started, I cut all the sides, forgetting that I need a bottom. Mr. Fortunate reminded me I need a bottom. So good thing I have another sheet. And then I have started this. So it's going to be pastel colors. And then I've got his name here. And then it's going to be this pattern again up here. And then all the other sides will just be these colors matching. So I'm pretty sure, like, if you look here, I did amazing on the back. If you just look there. It's perfect. I'm like, wow, I'm pretty good at this. But then, of course, I wanted to put his name in. So I'm like, what do I do? So when I first started the letters, I took each letter and I snipped off when I was done with the letter. So now I'm looking at it, and I did hide some of them. You could see I hid some of them in the back. But I'm looking at all of these, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to hide all of these. So I decided to stop hiding them for now because that's daunting to me. So then I'm like, well, I'm just going to continue with 2 continuous strands through the letters. And then I'll figure it out. But I'm looking at the back, and that doesn't look so bad with the 2 continuous colors. So I think that might be a way to do it. You're going to have to excuse me if I sneeze. I'm going to try to edit them all out, but I might miss one. But anyway, so this is what I'm doing. And it's going to be a cute little Easter basket. Like this, obviously like this. So I do have to make the bottom. You're over here. I have to make the bottom, and I have to make the rest of the sides, and I have to do a handle. And I have plenty of the plastic left to do that. So that's what my newest craft is. And you can see, I mean, it's not, the front's beautiful. The back is not. But I needed a break from crochet for a little bit because I've been doing so much crocheting. So I needed a break from that. I still don't have my right voice back, so I'm not going to do any tutorials yet because I don't want this voice forever on the internet as far as tutorials go. So I'm going to wait until that. And let's see, what else do I have going on? So I haven't been teaching the past few days because of this. And I know if I was a parent, I wouldn't want someone who sounds like this around my kiddos. So I called the school and I told them, listen, let's take a week. They were disappointed, but they said they totally understood. And then I realized that I drive an hour to sub at that school, which is my school. It was, it's where I went K through 12, where I graduated from. So I wanted to start there. But then I also realized it's an hour away. So there's a school literally right across the river. I'm talking 3 minutes, if that, to get there. So I actually applied there. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. And the fun thing is my neighbor is a teacher at the high school there. So I used her as a reference. So we shall see. I have an update on, remember the other day when I took you guys through all my planters and I showed you this? Well, somebody asked me if my planter was a specific name. And let me see if I can get the name of, is it a Roseville? Yeah, Roseville. And I had never heard of it, but it's a planter that sat in my mom's shed for, I don't know, 30 years. And I was like, I don't know. So I took the planter and I held it upside down and put my phone under it and snapped a picture. And sure enough, it is. It's number 671-5. So of course I Googled it, right? Who doesn't Google stuff like that? And it turns out that little planter is worth like $400. But it's also very sentimental because it was mom's and I got it from her, garden shed. So I just thought it was crazy that I've never knew. To me, it was just, I thought she got it. She probably did get it at a garage sale or something. So the person who sold it probably had no idea. So that's pretty cool. My son-in-law does pottery, so I'm going to have to ask him if he knows of that name and see what he thinks about it. Speaking of my son-in-law and my daughter and my new grandson, I get to go over there today. Now, I'm going to leave it up to her if she wants me to come or not. I can go over to the house because I got to drop off some stuff for her. I can stay in the driveway and just hand her off the stuff and not come in. Or I can put on full hazmat gear and go in. It's totally up to her. I'm going to ask her. I'm supposed to head over around dinner time. But I got a lot of little things like snacks and stuff for her. Plus, a while back, she had mentioned, not for nothing, but a lot of people like weighted blankets made from crochet. And so I made her one. And I think this would be a perfect time for her to sit with a weighted blanket. Just take care of herself a little bit too. So she's got 3 cats and a dog. So I asked her last night, I said, how are all the fur babies doing with the real baby? And she says, 1 cat could care less. Another cat absolutely loves him. The 3rd cat absolutely hates the idea. And the dog just wants to protect them both. So we're slowly progressing into the fur baby's life here. Of course, those of you that have cats know that cats don't like different. And babies definitely smell different, So they're not going to like that. But, so we are up to 923 subscribers. Very excited. Again, I'm trying to hit 1,000 by May 1st. Sorry if I'm talking too low. Um, I don't know. And if you notice, I just realized I looked at the monitor. This side of my face is a little red because I've been putting hot packs on it to help with my sinuses. That does help, by the way. Um, I learned that years ago. Your sinuses go all around, kind of like those silly straws. You put that on the silly straws. Well, that's how your sinuses are. And if I'm stuffed up like this, I put a hot pack on my face and it really helps. So there you have it. Update on the baby blanket. I'd love to show it to you, but I frogged it. So I realized I was following Crystal's pattern exactly as Crystal was doing it. And she had the base chain at 130 or 150, I believe. And I don't have enough yarn for that. And it's yarn that I got somewhere that I can't get the same dye. I just can't add to it. So I decided I'd cut it down to 100 and I'm going to do like a stroller blanket instead of a full-on baby blanket. I think that'll be good. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go around the edging in white. So I think that'll be nice. Just a simple border because I don't want to take away from the stitch itself, but I like to border blankets. I don't know why. It's like the finishing touch. It's like writing the end at a story. Lets everybody know it's over. Of course, when there's no more words, you know it's over, right? I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Kidding. It's only about, 7 o'clock in the morning. I have to admit, I do love the spring forward effect. It's lighter out earlier and longer, and I love it. I can hear right now, I'm looking outside my window at beautiful blue sky. There's some birds hopping around in my lilac bushes out there. Of course, no buds on those yet, but yesterday was miserable weather here in upstate New York. It was windy and rainy and cold, and oh my goodness. Today is like the opposite. It's totally calm. No wind at all. Bright blue skies. And knock on wood, we're getting up to about 52. So I like those words. I'll get the little Fritz. I was looking for him. He's not here. I'll get my little dog Fritzy out there. Let him do some running around. He needs to lose weight. And being in on the couch is not going to do it for him. He's so little. Not to say, he needs to lose a pound. I mean, that's like 1/10 of his body weight, So it's difficult for him. He's just a little thing. So we don't want to, excuse me, we don't want to force, we don't want to starve him to death and we don't want to force him. So I'm trying to do it gradually. Once camping season comes, he'll be running. Plus the big dogs are out there and he loves them and he runs with them. So both of us will be out more and running more and exercising more once the weather gets better. So, let me show you what I made. Speaking of outdoors, I know. This is just how my brain works. So, bear with me one second. So last year I had, I think I mentioned it yesterday. Last year I had, oh my goodness, I can't think, lavender. Holy moly, my brain just went, nope. So I had 2 lavender plants that I had bought at Lowe's on discount, clearance. And I knew they wouldn't winter over. So once they stopped blooming and once, fall hit, I noticed they were browning. So I pulled them out and hung them upside down. So I wanted to do something with those plants. So I stripped all of the leaves off of the stalks and they smell good. So I made these little sachets out of them. So what I want to do is try to pretty them up a little bit. Maybe I should crochet a little flower or maybe just put a purple ribbon. I'd like to make car sachets out of them, stick them in a basket and put them on my table for the farmer's market. So let me know if you guys have any ideas whatsoever. So let me put this down. And then let me admit to you that I am absolutely obsessed with my new bag. Seriously, I'm loving this thing. I really wish I had written down the pattern. I mean, I think I can kind of half double, double, V-stitch, treble, and I crisscrossed them, and then I just did trebles all the way up. I think I can recreate it. So what I want to do is I'm going to make another one of these, and since I don't have any more t-shirt yarn, I do have some of this 100% recycled plastic yarn. So I'm going to make some more of those. If I can recreate the pattern, I'll go ahead and do a tutorial. Or I'll do a tutorial anyway on this, and it might not be exactly the same, but it'll be a cute bag. So, and you know what? I just need to make all the bags. I need to keep making more bags, right? That's how I'm rolling. You know me by now. I can't just do one of something. I have to do a bunch of something, and you know, I need more bags. So, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll do this and see if I can remember. It probably won't be exactly like that one, but it'll be pretty close. Put a little button on it. It'll be fun. That will be my project for today because I don't have enough projects sitting here. I quite literally don't have room to set this ball of yarn down on my desk because I've got a baby cakes over there that I started a baby blanket for the fair. Got that one there. And then I have the plastic that I'm working on right here with 3 balls of yarn. And then I have a couple of books that I'm still looking through and magazines here. I have my computer. I mean, I have no room. Oh, stuffing up again. I'm so sorry. I'm going to sound like this for at least a week. Even when I feel fine, I will still sound like this for some reason. Whenever I get sick, it goes right here and it sits right here for a while. I apologize. Maybe I should just sit here with a clothespin on my nose so you guys can be like, she sounds like she's got a clothespin on her nose. Well, yes, I do. Oh, I crack me up. I'm so sorry. Anyway, the more I look at this, the more I think, holy moly, I will never get there. And what I'm going to have to do is figure out any suggestions, anybody, anything on other than hiding every single one of these, which I'm probably just going to end up doing. Any suggestions? Part of me said, snip them all off right at the plastic and do just one line of a sealant, like a hot glue or super glue or something. But isn't that the cheater's way? I don't know. We shall see. It's all a work in progress. And as you could see, I had to write his name. So I had to space it, the letters, figure out how much purple I needed in between each one of the dots for the letters. So, yeah. Hindsight, I'm like, why didn't you just do colors on your first one? But I want this to be his Easter basket forever, I hope. So I'm hoping my daughter will love it enough to put, at least until he, gets bigger. This will always be, if not, it'll just be the Easter basket that Grandma always fills for him. And he and I, when he's old enough, can eat stale Peeps. So I think for his first year, I will make crochet Peeps and crochet eggs, crochet duckies, put them all in there because he can't eat any of that, obviously. So I think I'll do that. Once I get how long do I have till Easter? What's today's date? Today's the 12th and Easter's the 31st. So what do I got? 20 days? Just under? I better get going. I better get a going on that. Yeah, so I had a computer issue yesterday. Of course I did. I told you a while ago, I think, that I bought one of those HP printers that's everything. It's a scanner, it's a copier, it's supposed to do everything but make you dinner. So I bought it, and I don't like my hair. I should just turn off the monitor. Anyway, I bought this printer, and yesterday I had to print out that application for the school to sub over here, and then I had to sign it and scan it back to myself so I could email it over there. So I go over, and is it ever as simple as walk over, hit a button, and it works? No. I know that. I know better. I know all that, right? So I said to myself, all right, I'm going to go over, I'm going to put it in the scanner. Life is going to be good. I'm going to hit a button. No. So I hit the button, and a little sign comes up on the display that says, you have not downloaded what you need to download. So you have to go to blah, 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 click on da, 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 download, upload, do the hokey pokey, and then maybe you will be able to. So I put my left foot in, I put my left foot out, da, 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 da. I did the digital hokey pokey, and I did it. Honestly, it took me about 45 minutes, but I did it. So my scanner's working. Imagine that. Imagine the possibilities now. I have a bunch of old pictures I could just scan into my computer. Who has time to do that? That's why those places like, what is that? Legacy Box or Family Box or Memory Box, whatever it is. You send them all of your stuff, and they put it on a hard drive and send it back to you. That's why they cost so much. Because somebody, whoever they are, has to sit there and scan each one of those photos. No, thank you. So I was digging, speaking of photos, my sister texted me. Now, when my sister and I were about, I want to say I was 13, so she would have been 18 or 19. 19. We took a camper, one of those driving campers, the Class C ones, with my mom up the East Coast. So we went to Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire in a camper, and it was fun. It was the four of us, my stepdad, my mom, my sister, and I. And so yesterday, my sister sent me a picture. If you've ever been to Salem, Massachusetts, there's that fisherman. He stands overlooking the sea. Well, my sister sent me a picture of that statue. Somebody sent it to her or took it or something. And she's like, hey, Kim, that reminds me of our trip. So I literally went back in my photos and I found that picture. So here's the one she sent me. Okay, so that's okay, I believe that's in Salem, Massachusetts. I'm not positive, but I think it is. And then there's my sister and I. I think I was 12, maybe 13. But isn't that funny? Look at my hair. So yeah, she was like, oh my goodness, you have the picture. But it was really cool. I like to be able to do that. When somebody sends me something, I can send back the memory, So that was quick. And then my daughter sent me, you know how they take newborn pictures in the hospital. So she sent me her son, here's newborn picture. And I sent her back her newborn picture. She's like, oh, he has my nose. He does have her nose. He looks a lot like Daddy, though. He does. We'll see how he grows up, but he does look a lot like Daddy, which is cool. I mean, boys should look like Dad, whatever. I guess. Doesn't matter who he looks like. He's perfect. Someday I will be able to share a picture of him Um, we shall see. What's Lucy doing behind me? Oh, she's wearing a headband. That's one of the next projects in the book. I got to get that done. I got so much to do. Retirement is not relaxing. It's actually just a lot of hours because I sit in here, and this is like my own little world. I close that door and it's almost like it's soundproof. I do have a window so I can see what's going on outside, but I can spend easily, 4 or 5 hours in here without coming up for air, Every once in a while, the dog will come in or Mr. Fortune will look by like, are you still alive in there? But there's just stuff I can just keep going. And it's much more comfortable because of the way my back is. It's much more comfortable for me to sit here and do my crocheting than it is to sit on the couch or anywhere else. So I can just put whatever I want to watch up on my iPad and crochet away or craft away or whatever I want to do, So it is my own little bat cave in here. And I like it. So, I was looking over there. I also have to make t-shirts for my family reunion. It is our 15th year anniversary. So, remember Woodstock? So my family, our very first reunion, it was rainy and muddy like Woodstock. So we kind of reference that when we call it. So we named it that. And I have to make t-shirts that say 15th annual. And I'm going to write, if you're here, your family. I think that'll be nice. It has grown from just my family, which was 40 people anyway, to about 140 people. 2 bands, a chicken barbecue, 4 nights. It is a blast. A blast. We've got probably about 30 4-wheelers. I would say anywhere from 15 to 20 campers. We actually end up renting 2 porta potties. I mean, it's a thing now because it's now not just family, it's extended family, and it's also our friends. It's also a lot of people that we went to school with that remember coming to this property when we were kids. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So, all right. Well, I guess I am done jabberjawing today. Thank you for spending some time with me. Thank you so much. I know that you're very busy, and I appreciate you taking some time to start your day with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope your coffee or whatever you start your day with is one of the best cups you've ever had. And if you like the video, please subscribe, thumbs up, share it. If you could please share my channel with whoever you think might subscribe and like it, I would really appreciate it. I need 75 or 76 more subscribers to hit my goal. And it's really exciting. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Check out all of my other playlists. Remember to have a wonderful day. Remember that spring is just around the corner. And remember, always be creative. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye now.